Hello.
Jay Head.
What's going on, Jay Tate?
What up, bro?
Living the dream right now. Just soaking up the glory of a nice signing day here. Just wanted to call in real quick and sing the praises of the Auburn sports staff. Jay Lee did a hell of a job today.
He sure did.
You guys make sure the system didn't crash. We didn't have the typical meltdown in the bunker. So I thought it was a really great day. But just wanted to call in and comment a little bit on some of our recruiting class. Thought we ran with some really great kids, some high quality kids, and just some beast athletes. I mean, I think Ladarius Tennyson is unworldly as far as his talent level of what he can do in the secondary. To me, and he's a little, and I know I'm probably rambling here, but Desmond Tisdale is going to be a man-child. He really fits, and T-Will has loved this guy since the first time he scouted him. And, of course, anytime that Muschamp puts him number one on his list as far as the middle linebacker is concerned, you know, that sells me right then and there. Wesley Steiner's a stud. I mean, I thought we really just did a good job today.
Yeah, and I mean, I know offensive line, they're lacking that crown jewel of the class, but, man, so many other areas. They did a great job, you know?
Really did. It was extremely well-rounded. And, yes, okay, I understand everybody's gripe there. I don't know, for those that actually watch film or anything of that nature, watch the tape on Brendan Coffey. The kid can really play. I know there's some questions about his size. I think he's coming in what the sites are reporting him as is 275. My understanding is a lot closer to 290 right now. But the kid's just a mauler at the point of attack. He really, really plays and knocks guys off the ball. I'm in love with A.B. Jernigan. I really am. The kid is just nasty. I mean, he reminds me of Reese Dismukes, but a better finisher. I think in time, and we have a lot of center prospects, but in time, he's going to be a really good player for us. And you can land a Broderick Jones, and I'm not saying that we're going to. I think we really, really – he meshes extremely well with our team. I mean, I think a lot of people have said that, or Jay Lee has at least said that. We've talked about that he meshes extremely well with Auburn. I think we stand a really good shot at landing him. He's a high-character kid, and he is an absolute beast. And probably somebody that can play right away. He's a smidge raw, but probably somebody that you could fit in there if you absolutely had to.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we'll even get to that point. I mean, I've heard a lot of rave reviews about Broham at the right tackle spot, and I'll be interested to see what Trox can give us at the left side.
Yeah, Broham's a guy that was, I think, getting a lot of push in the fall, J-Head, and just didn't really get a chance to play. I just think the head coach was ready to see somebody else play that spot at that point anyway.
No, and, you know, I think that's been kind of the thing where he's had an issue with turning it on and off sometimes. But right now, everything I hear is that he's really starting to turn it on and really starting to knock people off the ball and play on the other side. So we'll see. I'm kind of hopeful of his overall progress and development.
But in general, you thought this was a pretty damn strong class, don't you?
Oh, I really felt like we hit our needs. I felt like from a receiver standpoint, we needed to get longer. You know, right now in the college game, not everybody's built to do what Alabama does with a lot of guys that are 6 foot and all and 4'4". A lot more teams right now are moving more towards kind of what LSU does in their passing game, where you have some of these long gazelles that's out there running around. And we really did that. I mean, we had a lot of guys that are 6'2", 6'8". I guess we had 3 guys that are all above 6'2". With Zion Capers probably being the tallest. I think at 6'4". Kobe Hudson is a extremely, extremely athletic kid that is just very gifted with the ball in open space. Running back, we hit the number one on the board, probably the number one back in the entire Southeast, and arguably the number one in the country. And he really can take it to the house. I mean, that's what we've been missing more than anything right now is that home run hitter. We get that with him, and I think you kind of get that in Mark Anthony Richards from last year. We just didn't get a chance to see what he can do due to the knee injury that he suffered in fall practice. But you pair that with what you brought in last year. The only thing that kind of scares me to a degree, and I say this in jest because Rodney always closes, but we've got to land another defensive tackle in this class. I know Marquise Burks is up there for us. McKinley Jackson is another guy that we'll be looking at. And then obviously the other big DN that's out there in Kansas from JUCO. And I'll just be interested to kind of see what our numbers are and what we're going to do as far as either a transfer quarterback or are we going to pursue Chandler Morris at all. I think there's a lot that's there up in the air. But overall, this is a wonderful class. Secondary was, I think we hit on every guy in the secondary. I've watched tape on each and every one of them, and every one of those guys are going to be studs. Linebacker, we did really well. Offensive line, we hit needs, but we still got one or two pieces to go. But like I said, if we can get that defensive line piece, and let me talk about Romello Height real quick.
Yeah.
First and foremost, me and Jay Lee have been back and forth about that guy ever since he took a secret visit for Georgia. I got a look at some of his film, and not everybody has seen it, but he had 16 sacks his senior year. He is an absolute terror off the edge. And when I did a comparison between him and probably his more noted counterpart in Philip Webb, I felt like Romello Height's film was better. I felt like he played quality competition down in South Georgia, and I do think he's probably a season or two away, but the overall skill set and tools, I think Romello Height's upside is better than Philip Webb's.
Damn. Yeah, Miami was crying about that one. They were pissed they lost him. So.
Well, and we know how that feels. I mean, shit, we were that way with George Pickens last
year.
So, it just feels nice to be on the other side of it.
Jay Head, thank you so much for giving us some time, brother. You really are one of the greatest.
Well, I appreciate you, Jay. You guys kill it there on site, and if there's anything I can ever do, man, just let me know.
All right, Jay Head. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for letting me call you.
Absolutely, Jay. Have a good one.
See you, man. Jay Head, the myth, the legend, the guy who, like, he's 100% serious on the bunker. Like, if he's speaking, shit's legit, you know? I mean, you guys always say there's no more insiders. People don't know anything. Dude, Jay Head knows more than any of those guys did.